Today on Bike Culture Hub, we're diving deep into the soul of the 2025 Honda Shadow Phantom, a cruiser that delivers classic lines, rock-solid reliability, and the kind of timeless charm that never goes out of style. Start it up, and you'll hear the throaty thrum of Honda's legendary 745 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled V-twin. The moment the engine settles into its rhythm, you're reminded why cruisers like this remain a staple for riders who crave the open road without all the high-maintenance drama. This is a motor that's seen years of refinement. It's not here to break records or win races, it's here to ride. Smooth, predictable power that climbs evenly through the mid-range. You twist the throttle, and it answers with a steady, reassuring pull, plenty for highway cruising, city traffic, and every winding backroad in between. There's no need to work the gearbox like a sport bike. The 5-speed transmission is geared with relaxed torque in mind. It's comfortable at low speeds and steady when you hit 70 on the freeway, the perfect companion for weekend rides and weekday commutes alike. Now, what makes the 2025 model stand out isn't just the engine or the ride, it's the way Honda has evolved the Shadow Phantom's aesthetic. Matte black remains the dominant theme, but it's deeper, richer, more refined this year. Honda has embraced minimalism, and it works. Gone are flashy tank badges or unnecessary chrome accents. Instead, you get a blackout treatment across the engine covers, frame, fork, and exhaust system. There's a single subtle Honda logo on the tank, just enough to let the world know this isn't some boutique custom job. It's a factory-built masterpiece, tuned for those who appreciate the blend of understated style and top-tier engineering. The tank itself is a sleek 3.9-gallon teardrop, gracefully integrated into the bike's low-slung frame. It's a sculptural piece that reflects the cruiser heritage while keeping the look modern and aggressive. The solo seat is one of the biggest updates for 2025, not just in comfort, but in design. It sits low at just 25.8 inches, giving even shorter riders a confident reach to the ground while amplifying that classic cruiser stance. It's wide and plush, ideal for long-haul comfort, and finished in a subtle texture that resists both the elements and wear over time. Suspension on the Shadow Phantom is surprisingly capable for a cruiser of this size. The front features a 41mm conventional fork with 4.6 inches of travel, nothing dramatic, but just enough to absorb potholes and dips in the road without transmitting shock to your wrists. Out back, you get dual shocks with 5-position spring preload adjustment, giving you some flexibility whether you're riding solo or with a passenger. Speaking of passengers, while the Phantom comes set up as a solo ride, a passenger seat and foot pegs are available as accessories, giving you the option to cruise 2 up if you choose. The wheels are another standout. For 2025, Honda has gone with cast aluminum 17-inch front and 15-inch rear wheels, wrapped in fat, retro-inspired Dunlop tires. They strike a perfect balance between vintage cruiser looks and modern performance. The fat rear tire not only looks good, it adds to the planted feel of the bike, especially when you lean into corners or throttle out of a slow-speed turn. It grips the road like glue, giving the Shadow Phantom a solid, confident ride feel that punches well above its price class. And let's talk braking. The front sports a single 296mm disc with a 2-piston caliper, while the rear gets a 180mm drum. It's old school out back, and honestly, that's not a bad thing here. The drum rear brake is easy to modulate and perfectly suited for the Phantom's relaxed riding style. ABS is now standard for 2025, bringing a welcome touch of safety to a platform that's built for both beginners and seasoned riders. It's the kind of tech that disappears into the background, only making itself known when you need it, like when a car cuts you off in the rain and you have to stomp the rear brake a little harder than usual. Peace of mind, baked into every ride. Instrumentation is clean and simple, a compact, tank-mounted speedometer with a digital odometer, trip meter, and fuel gauge. It's not flashy, but it fits the bike's stripped-back vibe. No touchscreen. No connectivity suite. Just the essentials. And honestly, that's what a bike like the Phantom is all about: riding. Feeling. Disconnecting from the noise. Honda knows this, and they've leaned into it rather than chase tech trends that don't suit the cruiser crowd. Performance-wise, the Phantom isn't chasing horsepower numbers, it's all about usable torque. You get around 45 horsepower and just over 47 lb-ft of torque, which may not sound like much on paper, but feels lively in real-world conditions. The bike weighs just under 550 pounds wet, which is manageable for newer riders and still satisfying for experienced ones who prefer something nimble and low-slung. That weight distribution and the bike's low center of gravity make parking lots, U-turns, and low-speed maneuvering far easier than some of the Phantom's bulkier V-twin cousins. Fuel economy is another area where the 2025 Phantom shines. You're looking at around 55 miles per gallon, which gives you over 200 miles of range per tank. That's cruiser efficiency done right, enough to get out of the city, spend the day exploring, and make it back without hunting for a gas station. And when it's time to fill up, the fuel cap is still good old-fashioned steel, no cheap plastic or gimmicks here. As for the price, this might be the biggest win of all. The 2025 Honda Shadow Phantom comes in at around $8,399, putting it squarely in the sweet spot for riders who want a quality cruiser without dropping Harley money. You're getting legendary Honda reliability, a smooth and forgiving powertrain, and timeless styling, all for well under 10 grand. It's the kind of value that turns casual riders into lifelong fans, and makes it a no-brainer for those stepping up from smaller displacement bikes. Customization remains one of the Phantom's biggest selling points. Honda's extensive catalog of accessories includes everything from saddlebags and sissy bars to upgraded seats, windshields, and even LED lighting kits. But the real beauty is how mod-friendly this platform is. Whether you're going for a bobber look, a cafe twist, or a touring-ready setup, the Phantom takes well to customization without needing a full teardown. It's a blank canvas for riders who want to make it their own, without sacrificing rideability or factory quality. And here's the thing, you don't have to be a cruiser purist to appreciate what the Phantom offers. It's accessible. It's unintimidating. It's a bike that invites you in, whether you've got 10,000 miles under your belt or you're just starting to learn the ropes. The clutch pull is light. The power delivery is linear. The seat welcomes you like a familiar couch, and once you're riding, it's like the world slows down a little. You're not fighting the bike. You're flowing with it. And in a riding culture often dominated by extremes, either ultra-premium monsters or stripped-down budget bikes, the Shadow Phantom hits that elusive middle ground, authentic, affordable, and absolutely fun to ride. So, is the 2025 Honda Shadow Phantom the most advanced cruiser on the market? No. It doesn't have ride modes, TFT screens, or radar-based tech. But what it does have is soul. It has balance. It has character that doesn't try too hard, and in a world of over-engineered machines, that kind of honesty is refreshing. It's a throwback in all the right ways and a modern machine where it counts. And above all else, it's a bike you'll want to ride day in, day out, year after year. Here at Bike Culture Hub, we know that riding isn't just about specs, it's about connection. To the road. To the machine. To that feeling you get when the sun hits your helmet and the horizon opens up in front of you. The 2025 Honda Shadow Phantom is a bike that taps into that feeling with every rumble of its V-twin, every slow roll through town, and every long stretch of open highway. It's built to be ridden. Built to be trusted. And most importantly, built to be enjoyed. Thanks for watching this in-depth review of the 2025 Honda Shadow Phantom on Bike Culture Hub. If this bike speaks to your style or your soul, let us know in the comments below. Ride safe, ride often, and as always, keep your culture on two wheels. We'll see you in the next one.